Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Alan with Mr. Z's Music Lessons. Today we'll be doing an acoustic tutorial over Good Grace by Hillsong United. And if you'll check in the description of the video, there's a link to a chord chart down there if you guys want to print that off and follow along. So we're in the key of A, and we're going to need a capo on the 2nd fret. And if you need a capo, just check in the description. I'll have a link to the kind I like to use down there. And the intro is the hardest part of this song. So if you can make it past that, the rest of it's not too bad. And I'll have a tab running across the top of the screen for this intro part as well. And as you're reading this tab, don't take like what strings to hit too literally, but I just have it there just to give you a general idea of what he's playing. So we're going to start off kind of in G shape with our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. And we'll strum from the E string down to the G string. Then we'll hammer on with our 1st finger on the A string. Then we'll pick up on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and then we'll strum down from the E to the B string. So it sounds like this. Okay, then we're going to keep that shape, and we'll strum up, down, down. Then we're going to go to a G suspended, so we're just going to put our 3rd finger down on the 3rd fret of the A string, and we're going to strum up on this twice. So far it sounds like this. And then the 2nd measure, we're going to do a pull off from that G suspended back to our G. Okay, and then the next part, we'll strum up on the E, A, D, and G strings. And then we'll do a down strum, and then we'll pull off on with the 1st finger. Okay, then we'll do an up strum on the E, A, and D strings. So that 2nd measure sounds like this. And then the 3rd measure, we're going to do a pull off from 5 to 3 on this low E string. Alright, and then another up strum, and then we'll strum down with our G shape still. Alright, and then we'll keep that G shape and we'll strum up, down, up. Then we'll strum down again and do our hammer on. Alright, and then we're back to our pull off again. Okay, so I'm going to play through this whole intro. I know it's kind of confusing to follow along. So here's what it sounds like. So it's kind of confusing to explain, but that's what it ends up sounding like. Hopefully that helps you out with the intro. Then for verse 1, we'll play basically those same shapes that we did on the intro. So for our G chord, we'll just have our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. And our strumming pattern, we're going to strum down, 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 up, down. Then we're going to we'll do a hammer on to our G suspended chord and we'll strum down, down, up. So that transition from G to G suspended sounds like this. Okay, we'll do that 2 times in a row. And then for our E minor chord, which I have this labeled as E minor 7, but really I guess the E minor 7 comes in later, so this is just a regular E minor here. And our strumming pattern for that chord will be down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Okay, so I'll go through the verse here for you, and I'll try to sing along as best I can. So it goes. People come together, strange as neighbors. And that's it for verse 1. Then for the chorus, we're going to start out on a C add 9 chord. And in case you haven't played that chord before, we'll put our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and the 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. And our strumming pattern for all of these chords is going to be 4 down strums and 1 up strum. So it's like 1 and 2 and up, or down, 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 up. Then we're going to go to a G. We'll play the same strumming pattern. Down, 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 up. Then a D suspended chord, we're going to keep those 3rd and 4th fingers there. And every time we play D suspended, we're going to do a hammer-on with the first finger on the second fret of the G string. So it'll be like down, 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 up. So that D suspended again was. And for E minor 7, we'll leave those 2 fingers there. And we'll put these on the first finger on the second fret of the A string and the second finger on the second fret of the D string. Same strumming pattern. Down, 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 up. Alright, so that's basically our chord structure. And then later on the second line where it says don't fear no evil, on that G chord we're going to play it with fingers 2, 3, and 4 because we're going to do a hammer-on pull-off with our first finger to a like G suspended real quick, so it'll go. So we'll go down, down, hammer-on, pull-off, and then one more up strum. Alright, so I'm going to go through this chorus one time. I'll try to sing along with it. Don't let your heart be troubled. Hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth. God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where our help comes from. And that's it for the chorus. Then for interlude 1, we're just going to switch to a 16th note pattern, starting on E minor 7, and we'll switch to C add 9 on beat 4. So here's what it sounds like. We're just strumming down, up, down, up. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll hold the G for one measure. 2, 3, 4. And we'll just do that exact same progression 2 times through. So I'm going to try singing that along with one time, or singing along with that one time, just to help make it easier to follow. Oh, I can't talk this morning. All right, here we go. Oh, 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 that's it for interlude 1. Then for verse 2, we're going to play our G chord with fingers 2, 3, and 4 because we're going to have to do a hammer-on to our G suspended with the first finger. And our strumming pattern here will be down, 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 up, down, 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 up. We'll do that 2 times. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Then we'll go to E minor 7. Down, 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 up, down. C add 9. Down, down, up. Back to G. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So I'm going to try singing along one time, and this song's like really too high for me in this key, but anyway, I'll try it. So here we go. Jesus, our redemption, our salvation is in His blood. Jesus, light of heaven, friend forever, His kingdom come. And that's it for verse 2. Then for the instrumental, we're just going to play 16th notes, and we'll do 2 beats for each chord. And we'll do the same thing for the bridge. So I'm going to start on the instrumental, and then I'll play through the bridge one time. So starting on D. Sweet wide heavens, let the praise go up as the walls come down. All creation, everything with breath repeat the sound. All His children, clean hands, pure hearts, good grace, good God. His name is Jesus. And you'll just do that same progression 3 times for the bridge. Then the last part of the song that we'll go over is Interlude 2, and this is another OO section. We just play slightly different chords. So we're going to start on G, and we're playing 16th notes again, and we'll switch to C add 9 on beat 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to E minor, 7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll try singing that one time for you. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap it up for this lesson. I know this is kind of a long video, but thank you so much if you watched the whole thing, and hopefully that helped you learn the song. But thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.